Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir. Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Okay.
Good
Fine.
evening, sir.
So I think I'm on right time so that we can go
Exactly
ahead.
bang on, sir. Yes, sir. A very warm good evening to all dear participants. On behalf of Department of Botany, Surendranath College, I, Shonali Ray, welcome you all to this evening session of invited lecture on this winter chilling evening of 29th December 2021. Let me quote the famous line by Albert Einstein. It goes, "Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better." And so, in pursuit of knowing nature, we have to know about plants and trees around us and identify them correctly by thorough field studies in midst of nature. Thereby, today's invited lecture is aptly titled as Proper Field Study and Documentation, the Principal Aid in Angiospermic Plant Identification. This lecture is to be delivered by renowned taxonomist botanist Dr. Subhashish Panda. This invited lecture is organized by Department of Botany, Surendranath College under DBT Star College Scheme, Government of India. I once again welcome you all to this lecture session, and there's a humble request to all participants to keep muted yourself and to turn off the videos kindly. Thank you. Welcoming you all again, and I would request now our Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. Indranil Kaur, to kindly deliver the welcome address and officially inaugurate the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank
Our
you very
Honorable
much.
Principal, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much. So am really honored to have waited for you all in the midst of a highway. I was traveling to some place, but somehow I had to manage time and join you two and feel the warmth of this taxonomic part of the botany. Actually, it is really nice to think that it's a taxonomic job it is really quite difficult. But moreover, when we go to the field, it really becomes more problematic when people like us who are less informed about or less knowledgeable about the taxonomic identification and all, to go to the field and collect the different insects or other things for research. But ultimately, the plant from which we have collected has to be identified by somebody. But I do understand during my research tenure, it was a really wonderful, it was a really very nice to have so many people around me who had put their knowledge in front of me to identify and help me in getting identification and so easily done. But I know for a student of botany and student of biology, it is really important to identify the different plants, particularly the angiosperms. So in this regard, I must say that I must say that this webinar will definitely throw a lot of light. It is a insightful thought of the Department of Botany to have organized this. and students in
Sir, Dr. Kaur?
applications related to the
Yes.
field studies and other things. So I really hope that this webinar will be really the excellent in it will be helpful in the for deciphering the knowledge or create interest in the students for identification of angiospermic species. I wish the webinar a grand success, and I wish this will be really helpful for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your wishes are really meaningful for us. Thank you for the encouragement all the way. Thank you, sir. So now I would request our HOD, Honorable HOD, to say a few words of welcome and kindly I can request our HOD Kaushik Ghosh. Yes.
Hello, a very good evening to one and all. Today we have organized a webinar under DBT Star College Strengthening Scheme having the topic Proper Field Study and Documentation, Principal Aid in Angiospermic Plant Identification. Documentation is a very important thing during the field study. So today's topic is a very interesting and important too. I believe that today's lecture will definitely enrich our participant about the proper documentation and identification of angiosperm. Especially, it will help our students during their field visit in future. I hope that our participants are eagerly waiting for the session. So, on behalf of Department of Botany, I cordially welcome our honorable speaker, Dr. Subhashish Panda, and all our participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaushikda. Now I would request Dr. Amit Shah of Department of Botany, Surendranath College to kindly give our esteemed speaker his due introduction. Over to you, Amit.
Yeah, thank you, Sonali. Good evening, everyone. Respected principal, sir, our honorable speaker, my dear colleagues and beloved students. I feel immense pleasure and privilege in introducing today's speaker, Dr. Subhashish Panda. Dr. Subhashish Panda is acting as a principal at Government General Degree College, Chapra, Noida, affiliated to University of Kolani, West Bengal, under West Bengal Senior Education Service. Before joining as the principal, he served as an associate professor of botany in the Laboratory of Angiosperm Taxonomy and Biodiversity Conservation, Botany Department, Maulana Azad College, University of Calcutta. He also served postgraduate Department of Botany in Darjeeling Government College and Barashat Government Colleges. He also served in UG Department of Botany at Pakura Christian College. He is a plant taxonomist trained from International Premium Plant Taxonomy Research Institute, Central National Herbarium, Botanical Survey of India, Indian Botanical Garden, Havra, during his research work. For his work on Indian floristics and biodiversity, he had been conferred K.S. Manilal National Award in Angiosperm Taxonomy in 2007 by IAAT, Calicut University, Kerala. He is expertising in plant taxonomy, biosystematics, environmental studies, molecular systematics, field ecology, ethnobotany, bioperspection, biodiversity, and conservation. He has published 68 research papers in national and international journals of repute, 3 books and 21 book chapters. Presently, he has DST and BT, Government of West Bengal, sponsored one ongoing major research project. He has completed 5 national level projects. He is also an active member of People's Biodiversity Register Committee under West Bengal Biodiversity Board, constituted by National Biodiversity Authority of India, Chennai, since October 2020. He has documented and prepared People's Biodiversity Register of India's 2 oldest municipalities, Darjeeling Municipality and Kolkata Municipality. This was a brief introduction about our honorable speaker, Dr. Subhashish Panda. I welcome you once again, sir, and the platform is all yours now. Over to you, Subhashish Panda, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so many Amit and your enriched faculty of Surendranath College, Botany Department, Zoology, Chemistry, those who are actually conducting today's webinar, and principal sir. Just before this, principal sir also told about the taxonomy. Really, today's things will be we'll go through actually taxonomy and other things also. Actually, today's seminar mostly actually mainly prepared for those students of the UG and PG, those who are locked due to the COVID pandemic. Actually, they have no actually idea about the field tours. Due to these situations, actually, they already locked at home. So for them, actually, mainly I prepared the slides, and I know so many faculty members also joined. So, and based on my actually research actually experience that time, mainly Botanical Survey of India as a research fellow, and after that, when I completed 5 national level projects actually, so all these experience will be there. And recently, one ongoing project also going on, and already we have so many treasure trove actually in India, mainly in Arunachal Pradesh. If anybody visited Arunachal Pradesh, or if anybody from Northeast India, they must be knowing it. More than 50% actually in Arunachal Pradesh, we have no idea about this. That type of tough terrain, dense forest, canopy, so many things are there. Most of the district you have to cover from Assam only. Some gate is there, like Bandardewa Gate, Kimin Gate, one gate you have to enter in one district. So it is not possible for India to communicate from district wise that type of road, because if now we start, maybe 50 years time require also money. So that is good for us. We are not so much developed country, so our flora and fauna also preserved. And Arunachal Pradesh, such a actually state in India where that type of diversity is there. Even roadside, overexplored area. Today I will discuss when I start my presentation. Just within few minutes I will share my presentation. Then one by one I will go through it. And again I am telling you, those who are students of UG, mostly I think third semester students, maybe taxonomy paper is there, and fourth semester also 5 exactly plant geography, that part is all there. And first semester for them actually 2 slides I prepared. And PG students also, those who are studying in taxonomy, and this actually those who are locked actually due to pandemic situations, they have no access actually for field tour, even now also. So for them, I think it will be benefited. If something also benefited, that will be better for me. Okay. Now I start to share this thing, then I'll just a minute. Is it visible, that slide?
No.
Yeah, right. Just. Actually, Google Meet, I have idea actually. Zoom, I'm not expertise, so I'll try. No problem. Very soon I'll. So can you help Sonali, how that time already I opened?
Share screen, Dada, share screen type of
share screen, then one participant can share at a time. Okay.
Yes. Click
already clicked.
Yes.
After that, I will go to my slide na.
Share karo, tahole you will get the options.
Already shared.
No,
PPT not shared. Okay.
sir, green যে অ্যারোটা ওটাই ক্লিক করুন, ডান দিকের
Okay.
অ্যারোটাই না।
Just a minute. Now understand. Okay. But I think it is now visible.
Yes. Now you can slide show
right.
the entire thing. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
right.
put the slideshow.
Yes. Now entire screen is visible.
Yes, absolutely. Audible and visible. Thank you.
Yeah. So now may I start, because already time is already going on actually. So we'll already Department of Botany and other department also under DST program, they already started in time. For them, they also requested me just 10 minutes or 20 minutes before we just practice slide. That is very good actually. So let us actually discuss about this thing. What today's topic actually. So maximum students and teachers now also, they are sending me, not me only, those who are actually for that is common matter. Now also due to pandemic, 2 years we suffered. So everybody sending any biological matters, maybe animal group, maybe plant groups, some groups already formed. And they are sending immediately for identification purpose. Immediately. And they try to know what is this species name. Maybe in zoological organism, biological, botanical or others also. But these are not the way of the correct identification purpose. Once actually AP Das sir in North Bengal University, retired professor, now in Arunachal, Ranu Hill, that Rajiv Gandhi University, he told me that photo-based identification we cannot support. But sometimes those who are not studying in taxonomy field, molecular biology or others, they need it. That also you have to consider. But problem is there, misidentification happened. So many things are there. How it is happened, I will show you 1 or 2 slides later on. Because that type of photo-based, if good quality photo is there, something 30% we can proceed. If photo is not good quality, then totally depending on imaginary idea, we have to identify. If expert is there on that group, that is possible. Somebody worked on revisionary work, monographic work, they have idea. But as a general way, those who are identifying, that is totally wrong system. Okay, so that's why before correct identification, don't bother about, I am telling about the students, those who are studying in first sem, third sem or fifth sem, or those who are and PG students also, research scholars also, don't worry about the identification. If I am unable to identify, no problem. So many persons are there, they can identify your things. First you prepare your thing so nice way and so scientific way, so anybody can identify, because experts are available. Now you are lucky fortunate enough actually, because so many things nowadays, don't know, when we are research scholar, that type of system is not there. Now online databases are available, so many things are available, you can send immediately, within a moment you can identify. But before identify, your things must be clear and without any confusion. No ambiguity will be there. That is very important. When you are going to field, first you just take your image. That's why good camera required. Only 20,000 price camera also enough. That is very good for you. Good photograph. Otherwise, you send the paper abroad, they won't actually publish, because nowadays photograph is very important. Okay. Beside photograph, so many other things also there during field, because when you prepare the herbarium specimens, they will dry, all things will be blackening, no color of the flower. Okay, flower parts, leaves, anything not visible mostly. So if bracteoles is there, or indumentum means hairs or other things there, dry specimens, it is not available. That's why during field, very interesting. And field study is very difficult and field study very interesting. And if scientific way of the field study is there, your thing will be 90% completed. Okay. And that thing first thought by 2 Italian scientists. Student, you can easily remember, because one is Valentine, another is love. They are both are actually correlated. And that 2 scientists, because Italian scientists name like this. Britannia Journal, 1958, volume 10, they published. For the first time, science of taxonomy can be studied in 3 ways: pioneer or exploratory phase, consolidation or systematic phase, biosystematic or experimental phase. Before that, Turil, okay, Tureson's idea was there. Turil something told, but not like this way. Turil told. So botanical thing will be studied, some phase required. 1938, on publication, he mentioned. But totally cleared and confusion, everything was avoided, and total interesting publication done by these 2 scientists and botanists, Valentine and Love. After that, 1963, Davis and Haywood, famous plant taxonomists, they published fourth phase. They told these three phases are not enough. Another phase is required, that is encyclopedic phase or holotaxonomy phase. These are all four phases. We have to go through these pages only. Okay, one by one will come. Why botany, zoology, and some other subjects actually field exercise is must, because without field data we cannot actually prove. Theoretical something lab based or in our classroom theoretical lecture is there. To prove this, sometimes you have to visit in field. Okay, and local as well as long excursion. Why long excursion there? Because to compare your local, okay, floristic or flora to that particular other geographical area visited, to compare it, then your study will be completed. That thing was actually thought by first Turil dancer. They thought actually that actually only herbarium based taxonomy, it is not enough. Herbarium must be equipped with lab. They thought that time one botanical garden, experimental garden. He told experimental garden, then that will be interesting. Last stage he told, and this thing is not enough, so we must go to another taxonomy, that is omega taxonomy. That means one is alpha, another is omega. Nowadays other taxonomy is there. Somebody told beta taxonomy. I will tell one by one. Okay, whatever I am telling you, that three pages, first two pages pioneer and consolidation, that two pages are alpha taxonomy. Because these two pages, whatever work we are doing, that is based on exomorphological matter only exomorphological, no compound microscope, no experimental work, nothing required. Only just Bentham and Hooker system classification, whatever your syllabus is there, you have studied. That system, Bentham and Hooker, they used like this. Darwin, Charles Darwin, Galapagos Island, he used some lens only using hand lens. Okay, you can study this thing. That means only exomorphological, not internal morphology. Based on the exomorphology, that is the alpha taxonomy. So today, mostly we will go to this alpha taxonomy, because if alpha taxonomy is not good conditions, because your study is not complete, other two taxonomy will be totally flawed. So that's why first two pages you have to work good, then other two automatically will be better, and then evolutionary study, other study will be better. That's why first two pages documentation is very important. You are thinking actually chromosome study, so you study the fruit. From this seed you germinate and you study the mitosis, and flower bud you collect, and the particular system is there. You have to that system in particular time you have to collect. Then your meiosis can be studied. Everything that will come biosystematic or experimental phase. But your study and system is not good in this pioneer exploratory phase, then all these other three pages totally they will be totally flawed. And systematic or consolidatory phase based on the pioneer or exploratory phase work. Whatever you collected, that collections must be processed. We know preparation of the herbarium specimens, that is the herbarium methodology. So those who are locked in COVID-19, the pandemic situation now also, you have no idea about this thing. You studied only, theoretical you studied, but practical things you have no idea. But students, it is totally practical. Without these practical things, very difficult to explain. Teachers are unable to explain, because taxonomy, according to TAS, 90% practical field and 10% only theory. Then only taxonomy can be studied. Okay, that's why nowadays in locked in pandemic situations, very difficult to explain. So I will try to explain at my level actually. So pioneer and exploratory phase mainly, mostly I will discuss, and some part consolidation and systematic phase, and very 1% biosystematic or experimental phase. And these two phases, how to document, what to collect, how to write down, what way you have to write down. After the collections, herbarium methodology is there. After that, how to trace these specimens, then one can identify your specimens. If your sample is not good conditions, if you are not sample not good conditions actually mounted, scientific way mounted, then After drying conditions, it is very difficult to identify. If expert is there, that is difficult. Otherwise, in general way, very difficult to identify. That's why documentation very important. That documentation not only plant. When you are visiting, other things also you document, because it is not possible to visit again and again that type of area. Because one area particular visit cost is there. So everything you have to document. After some times, you can get so many things. That is called treasure trove. What type of things are there? Some example I will provide you. Then you can get idea. Now, alpha taxonomy, I am directly coming that first phase, pioneer phase. Here, every university and college teachers, now due to COVID, that is not going on. I don't know how long college and actually schools will be open. Again, Omicron, that another things is coming. So very difficult for field visit nowadays. So where we will visit? That is the question. Where teacher, so head of the department will sit together, others faculty members. He will discuss about this botanical tour. So 3 areas is there total, as per Valentine and Love: overexplored area, underexplored areas, and unexplored areas. So beyond this, there is no area. These 3 areas you have to visit. But for UG student, generally, or 99%, we consider overexplored areas, because you are the beginner. It is not possible to underexplored or unexplored area. Some underexplored area possible, but most of the underexplored area, it is not possible. By trekking only it is possible. And unexplored area, is it there any place in India unexplored, real sense? So I asked my students also unexplored areas, because no civilized people visited that area. So is it any place in India, that type of area? Africa we know, but India, yes, India still there, very least actually area, but still there unexplored area. No civilized people visited. That is only state Arunachal Pradesh. And 2002, due to National Geographic Channel and Botanical Survey India team send me, me and another my friend from Itanagar Circle Botanical Survey India, we are fortunate, we visited Tale Valley. And beyond the Tale Valley, that Lower Subansiri district, actually some part, very difficult. How to go? It is not possible. And 2-kilometer area, above also 300 kilometer canopy, 300 meter canopy is there. If now we start to cut, 2 years minimum time requires. And by crawling only 3-kilometer area, we cover. After that, one place, Libya Pengo Pass, we reach there. After that, there is actually no road actually. Wherever place is there, in this way you have to go. Sometimes, and December, this time, 2002 December, I visited that area. I am remembering, that is the 27th December, today 29th, and too much cold. It is not possible. One side also we are taking heat, another side also snowfall is there. That type of thing is there. And tough thing is there. But K. Haridasan, sir, APA is actually state, Arunachal Pradesh State Herbarium, another place is there, Sanki View. He was there in charge, K. Haridasan. Now he is in Bangalore, and good institute, he is, possibly he is director. He promised me, that is the December, Panda, you can visit, so many things you will get, and flowering conditions. I have idea. But everybody told, and herbarium study, there is no flower, and without flower, how to identify the plant? But only Haridasan sir requested me, you must visit. So my guide was director, that's why no problem. I requested him, he told, must you visit. So many, actually I will show you more than 20 pieces in flowering conditions, 3 new pieces, 2 new record for India, so many things I got in December. Okay, and 2014 also again I tried for myself, not any other project, myself interested, and another faculty from Darjeeling Government College accompanied me. We went there, but we could not reach particular that area. So again return back that time. That is the Arunachal Pradesh, and some parts of the Upper Siang, some part of the Anjo district, some part of the Lohit district, okay, and Kurumkume district. Very interesting district, the Kurumkume. And people died after that, that Kurumkume, the tribe, some tribe, Kurumkume district, some tribe is their Tagin tribe. Okay, they cannot burn it. They used to take the place and they will sit together, they will eat it. That type of tribe is also there in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so many things are there. And Upper Subansiri we visited. When we arrived there, every children and others, their lips is just red color, and when they close, some smell is coming. But after all, I came to know some rat-like things is there. They are taking it, and blood is sucking by them. That type of persons are there, and it is not very easy to visit that type of area without proper things and without force. Force means that Assam Rifles or some border security is there, so you have to apply properly. They have to accompany. Otherwise, that type of tribe have no idea. They will kill easily. They need your money or something. They will not ask you. They will kill you. After that, they will take it. Okay. So very difficult things is there. And if any unexplored area is there, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. So student, it is not very easy as a UG student or PG student. So UG student very good, that is overexplored, and underexplored I can prescribe for PG student, and unexplored for research scholars. Those who are doing for taxonomic research or other research in good central institute or university, they may visit it because they already experience. These are three experience areas. So these are actually one particular photographic common plant, Cassia sophera, okay, and Cassia occidentalis. Two plants is there. You see, it is sophera or occidentalis. That is some confusion is there. Just simple way you can count the leaflet. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, less than 6 leaflet. So you can say it is the Cassia occidentalis. Sophera, 6 or more than 6 leaflet. Okay, and sophera, that type of acuminate leaflet is not, apex is just acute. Here you see acuminate to pointed acute, and less than, always less than 6 leaflet. So you have to show like this, and you see the plant, everything visible. So corolla, then calyx, everything visible. That is the documentation. Now you send for identification, they can identify. So that type of documentation you have to prepare for easy identification purpose. Now, overexplored areas, our Bengal, most of the colleges, they prefer to go visit the Darjeeling. That's why I show the Darjeeling. But Darjeeling, not all areas are overexplored. Sandakphu area, okay, that is by trekking only. Now, vehicle is going the Land Rover. Okay. Now, road condition up to 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑳𝑏 is very good. After 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑳𝑏, that is road condition is not so only Land Rover or some Bolero type things is there. Especially their gear is there, so they can travel there. So Phalut, Sandakphu, that area, not people visited regularly. In any area, people earlier visited, but now due to some regions, maybe trekking area, maybe some forest department permission required, forest department restriction is there, insurgency problem. So people not easily accessible to them. That type of area is the underexplored area. Nagaland, Naga Hill area. Hello. Yeah. Is it visible, audible? May I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay,
You are audible and it's visible.
Yeah. For example, that Kalimpong district now, the Kalimpong district, all area, Lava, Lolegaon, that is the visible area. Anybody can visit. But some Nevada Valley National Park, you cannot visit without permission. You take permission. That type of area is the underexplored area. Okay. And only trek route we are visiting. Sometimes beside trek route, they generally not allow. Sometimes forest department send you a guide. So we have to accompany the guide, and with guide we have to visit. This is not easily accessible, that type of area. And Nagaland, most of the area Nagaland, because insurgency problem, we visited that time Tionsan district. Now Kiphaire subdivision that time, and now Kiphaire also itself is a district now. And that is the Saramuti mountain. Because particular plant collected by the anal bore. So I collected that particular plant, and last village, that is the Amakhangi tribe. So after their name, named the species Vaccinium amakhangium, that area, very interesting area. After that, one of the student of the Nagaland University, Santanu, visited that area recently, and Santanu is working only and sending photograph regularly to me. Interesting things are there. That time very difficult because we didn't get the permission. Even Indian state, but inner line permit also required. Due to present director, Dr. A. Mauser, Mauser's relative that time was there, possibly brother-in-law was the chief conservator of forest. Due to him only, it was possible to visit that area. Another is the Siroi Hill of the Ukhrul district in Manipur, very interesting area. And due to my friend actually in Imphal, Pinocchio, she is now in Government College of the Manipur. Due to her actually help and her family's help, we reached there that time, that Ukhrul. So many areas are there, and that type of area are not easily accessible to anybody. If you want to visit, forest department permission required. What purpose you can visit? Everything you have to mention. After that, forest department send us a letter, and they send one actually field guide. With this, we have to visit. Okay, so that type area is the underexplored area. Now I'm coming one area under Darjeeling that is some part underexplored, some part overexplored. During Britishers, J.D. Hooker's time, J.D. Hooker visited that area, that Rangairung Valley. But students are, because 10 kilometers down you have to go by trek only, there is no route. And very interesting area. When 2012, 15th August, I discovered the area due to one of my students, Shailendra Chetri, Suraj Rai of Darjeeling Government College, and one particular fellow, that Jai Kumar Thami. He is now 78-year-old. He got first state biodiversity award. I nominated him. Only fourth actually passed, but conservation knowledge, very interesting. Just Ghum railway station, nearby the Ghum railway station, that Alubadi TN road is there. Before the Ghum railway station, just it is nearby Jorbaglo Patok. Just walkable distance, Alubadi TN road, there Thami is residing. And from this Alubadi TN road, via Jungle Bosti, you can visit the Rangairung Valley. And 2018, Maulana Azad College students, I accompanied to the Rangairung Valley. And I will show you that type of things. So those who are the students of botany and locked these pandemic times, you will get very excited. So these are the trekking route we are going, and this is actually when we arrived there, just the day, last day, just after 5 minutes, we'll just left that time, and this is the house of the Thami. There we reside there, and these are the different small spots we are showing how students are enjoy. And total 7 villages you have to cross. After that, last village will come. After that, Rangairung Valley will come. Very interesting area. Some fossil things is there. They are trying to convince for ecotourism, and tourist department also they are doing. They are discussing about this thing. But regarding flora and fauna, very enriched, because this is the behind part of the central forest. Okay, just behind. That's why animals, plants, everything very enriched area. Just two simple plants I'm showing you. One is the impatient species, another is the our common plant, you know, Eurena. It is the Eurena lobata variety, lobata. So you have to prepare like this, because that type of impatience, name is impatience. That particular plant have no patience. So when you collect, after that, if 24 hours passed, you cannot trace this particular plant. Immediately after 2 or 3 hours after, you have to press it. Otherwise, you have to purchase the jipper. Good type of different size jipper is available. That jipper you have to put it. Okay, up maximum 12 hours. Maybe time is there, and don't put any formalin or anything, because formalin blackening flowering part, because that flower is very soft. After that, you have to put. Then any specialist in impatiens, our BSI Botanical Survey India, Dr. Gogoi, Rajiv Gogoi, now he is the in charge of the Gangtok Botanical Survey, Sikkim Botanical Survey India. We send the Rajiv Gogoi. He can immediately identify it. Okay, but without this thing, all flowers looking alike. So that's why you have to document. This is the one type of documentation. For my today's topic, really you need for correct identification, you have to do like this only. You see, these two plants are called Cestrum aurantiacum, orange color flower. But you really see these two colors difference is there. Left side flower color is different, dull yellow, it is totally orange yellow. Interestingly, my students got 3 or 4 populations, actually that lobe of the corolla 4 to 7. Here, no.
স্যার আপনার মাইকটা মিউট হয়ে গেছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এবার শোনা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে ওকে ওকে, জাস্ট this you think, these two plants, but those who are expertise in system, they are calling system aurantiacum. But you see the leaf morphology, your field studies say this is totally different. Okay, exomorphological studies documentation, if you really do, that will be give you a interesting thing. You see, and this species, you see, so many interesting things is there. And color of the, you see, color of the calyx, color of the corolla, size of the corolla tube, everything. But apparently when you prepare the herbarium specimens, it is not possible to identify. And field data you prepare and you see the good quality photograph, it is possible. That type of documentation if you done after your collection, when you arrive to your field, from field arrive to your home, after 1 year, 2 year, 10 years also it is possible for identification. Whatever J.D. Hooker, Kingdom Award they did, till now we are identifying their plants. Expertise, different fields, they are discovering new pieces based on J.D. Hooker, based on C.B. Clark, based on Wallich, their specimens, because their specimen is so interesting. That time they prepared like this. I got idea when I was a research fellow in Central National Herbarium. I got that type of work by C.B. Clark, Charles Baron Clark, very eminent taxonomist. Herbarium specimens he put like this, and on just like a packet he put it, that type of packet available. Those who are expertise in taxonomy revisionary work, university not possible, only say Herbarium Institute like D.D. Dehradun, Forest Research Institute, that type of Kew Botanical Garden, that type of institute, that type of variation available, and that type of herbarium range also available, specimens range, and you can get idea. Then how to create the new pieces based on the single specimens. Then now clear, yes, you can wait. Yes, I collected one particular sample, immediately I publish new pieces. So that practice must be stopped. Wait 1 year, again you go, you see anybody collected or not. Study the herbarium specimens, if earlier anybody collected or not. Again you go, any variation, then you can get idea, yes, it will be new or not. So many scientists in DSI also, they publish new pieces, later on they merged due to this lacking of the knowledge. Okay, I will show you 1 or 2 that type of things slide. These are same thing on the way to Rangerung Valley. What type of specimens? Some specimens I will show you. When I reach there, evening time, 3 hours time spent, and we prepare the type of things, because it is possible to identify the plant. Don't worry about the what is the name of the plant. Just to send the expert, family name you know. If genus possible, you just identify, you send the expert, easily they can identify you. These are photographic, if good camera is there, you take. Nowadays somebody sending in our Facebook or social media group, that type of things, that is good practice. So these are the habit. What habit? Habit part, and that part also another, and that part is plant is very rare, and this is available at overexplored areas. If anybody visited Sandakphu after crossing the Manibhanjan, and Chitre one place will come, Chitre to Lamedura, you can get that particular plant. Only one single paper till date, from 2011, now 2021, already 10 years passed, no second population we got. That is Agapitis Nithiana, and already Forest Department, because it is not under the Singoilla National Park. That is the problem. If not under National Park, then that conservation will be different. That's why we inform the Forest Department. That's why you put the banner. And even Border Security Force, one recently, last year we visited February. So nearby this plant, one BSF camp also established. we inform them also, because sometimes that person also conserving the plant for their interest, because some plant parts help them for any accidental matter or others, that type of things available. So they are people accompany us, we show them that type of leaves, that type of fruits you can use, you can get immediate relief from pain or other things. And Arunachal Pradesh, that is good practice. That's why they also love the plant. This is another plant. You see everything available here. That is the habit. That is 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑵 of the part. That is another population. That is the pseudo-bulb, another population. So one particular species, Darjeeling, how many population available, how many things available at a glance, then very easy for identification purpose. These are the documentation. Just like this, if not possible for you drawing, you prepare these rare specimens. That is also possible for identification. It is one type of documentation. Now, underexplored areas in India, I am taking one example for Arunachal Pradesh. So, for better exploration and documentation purpose, so many things require. But if you have some working knowledge in Photoshop, that will be better. As a student of botany, not only taxonomy, other field also, botany, geology, that type of subjects, biodiversity related subject, Photoshop, working knowledge of Photoshop, very good. It will help you. And scientific drawing. I am not telling you artistic drawing, but scientific drawing require. Herbarium specimens processing, that is means after collection of the plant, we have to press it. So student, you can use old newspaper, because blotting paper costly. Whatever Central National Herbarium using or other BSI branch also they are using, that is costly. Central government funded institute, they are getting money. But simple old newspaper you can use, good condition plant will be there. After that, some low cost fly press, only 200 rupees. That press also you can prepare, and using this press you can prepare the uniform. Just I will show you. Your plant will be uniform. Maximum 10 to 15 days require, and you have to change daily. That is the herbarium processing. And GPS, now good mobile, Android mobile GPS available. That also you can, particular location require. That is very good, because location is required available. So anybody can easily locate based on the Google map and Earth map also. Writing field data on field notebook. You have to prepare. I will show you the field notebook. Just next slide. And that field notebook very important. When you are going for this, during the field, what particular plant is there? Just to stand there or sit there and write. To see the plant, you write the note. After coming from the field and night time I will come, I am remembering that plant, I am writing. That is not scientific way. If good research you need and proper way of identification you need. First hand data. First hand data collection from knowledge holder. Every area, some people is there, local people, they know the area best, better compared to us. We visited only once or twice or thrice, but they are resident of that particular area since time immemorial. If they have any knowledge about the plant, you must note down. Don't forget about this. And SLR camera for good close-up images. These 7 things if you have, so good documentation must be there. Some I already, you see it is a lens, only 200 rupees lens, but good compared to your simple microscope. Okay, it is better 20x or 30x that lens. That is the good quality medical forceps that require, because very smooth it is. That is the brass. That is 10 rupees one diagonal scale. These are the micro tip pencil. Okay, that instead of this thing you can use here. Earlier we used, when we are student, we use this type of slide scale. Now you can use here also. Okay, this is available, then our documentation purpose it will help immensely help. These are the field notebook. When I was in Barasat Government College, I put the name Barasat Government College. When I was Maulana, that name is there. And this is the label, herbarium label. Herbarium specimens after preparation, herbarium specimens, right hand corner, we have to paste here. This is the scale based on the Central National Herbarium I prepared here. And you see collection number 6. Somebody I have to prepare 4, somebody 3. When I was there, every university and college differ, but it is a scientific things is there. We have to follow India largest herbarium, Central National Herbarium, CAL. So CAL formality you have to maintain. Okay. So it will be 6. All the herbarium, there are some things there because one day maximum I can collect a particular common plant 6 week. So I'll prepare after a complete drying, maybe 2 or 3 specimens good conditions. Okay. Earlier they thought. So that's why here all collection number will be same. If one number 1 1 1 1 or thread, you see here hole is there, and this hole you have to tie a thread, and that particular collection number with thread you have to bind your collected plant. That is called tag number. Okay. So why I need it, the tag number? Because during the pressing process, herbarium processing, daily you have to change. And if once you tie the thread with this level, particular tag, any paper is changed, but your plant with this tag never changed. And see the tag number 1 or 2, you can see your description is here. Total description you can get. I know beginner, those who are in locked in pandemic times, very difficult to understand. Whatever I am telling you, for your, I know it is very difficult. Once we are not visiting the particular field, very difficult really. But I will try, because that field notebook data very important later on. This data will help you for identification purpose. And whatever data is here, that is the field based. Okay. And once the plant is drying up, okay, totally blackening, no other color will be available. Even hairs, bracteoles, so many colors will fade. And that is not available also. That's why field characters must be writing here during the field visit, and that will help you. And so this is another documentation. Now, what I told you, I'm coming to Arunachal Pradesh. So this is simple map. That is complete trekking route. That is not trekking route. That is the metal road. Up to this point, your vehicle will go. A dotted line, that is trekking route, totally trekking route. 2002, I visited that area. Tale Valley, I told earlier. Okay. The one by one you have to visit. Very tough terrain in Arunachal Pradesh, the Lower Subansiri district. So many interesting pieces discovered under underexplored areas, just to create interest about the botanical excursion. Okay. And what is the value of this botanical excursion? Why we need, and how to our collection data will be documented. I prepared this slide. That is my first as a research fellow, 2002. This thing, when you visit, that is a Pange camp. Pange camp, we are visiting to Tale Valley. Everything you have to carry, and porters will carry it, because otherwise jungle, nothing is there. How to rest there? So very tough area is there. That is the Pange River. That is I visited 2014. Okay. Just you see Tale Valley. That is the area 2002. That December 29th I reached there. That I'm remembering just same time. So 19 years back. And one particular area, Libya Pengo Pass, that is the Gaultheria sanctuary. I told you, more than 7 pieces of Gaultheria in flowering condition, even both flowering and fruiting. So one scientist told, Haridasan sir, Arunachal, such a state, so nothing can be stated. Actually, we cannot actually frame the particular altitude that plant available. But Arunachal will forget everything. Arunachal do not obey it, does not obey it. Why? Because particular Gaultheria and Agapetes species available world basis in China, Myanmar, 3000. But Arunachal we got 800 meters. That's why from that Hailuang area going to Metaliang area, very low altitude, we got that particular Gaultheria pieces. Very interesting things is there. So Arunachal, such a state, such type of climatic factor and microclimatic data is there available. So everything is there, and so many things not studied yet. Even Geological Survey India, geological, botanical. Okay, because mainly due to this tough terrain and not accessible to all. because inner line permit require, and that such area is there. So our border security force and military persons, they will not allow you. So for that purpose, actually your permission required. So this is the Libya Pango Pass. What I show you from distance from Pange, seen like this. How dense forest you see. And this Libya Pango Pass, that Galtheria in fruiting, 2 days we have not food. 2 days. When I published my paper, I wrote this because Potter carried that rice, everything, 3 days things, 2 days they already consumed. So last day, 1 day, that nothing is there. So we saw actually one bird actually eating this fruit. So that plant is plenty. That's why fruit is like the grapes actually. So one day, by eating the fruits, we reached only Pange camp. That is the 31st December 2002. You see now documentation. This is the plant. Now, if we visit Central National Herbarium, you can see my collection of the plant. This is BSIUC CNH 30841. That is the field number. And always you prepare like this. You see, it is upper surface, is lower surface. But we cannot say as a student of botany upper surface and lower surface. Up to high secondary level, okay. Those who are non-botanists, they can say upper surface, lower surface. But student of botany, you don't say. Lawrence book available, you can learn it. So first I am coming this so-called upper surface. Upper means towards the stem. That is called adaxial surface. Ad means toward. AD, D for Delhi. ADAXIAL, adaxial surface. That surface facing towards the axis. That is the adaxial surface. And just opposite of this surface means this one. This one, that is called abaxial. Ab, Latin AB, B for Bombay. Ab means away from. So when you prepare the herbarium specimens, both surface will be there. Then that is the good herbarium specimens. So anybody can identify your plant. This is another documentation. Now come to this left side, you see the drawing. Drawing of this plant, not this plant, another plant is there. That plant I cannot, I have not that photograph. But you see the plant and this photo, that illustration, 100% similarity is there. That type of neat and clean drawing you have to do. Due to BSI scientist, R.L. Mitra manual revision, R.L. Mitra sir, now no more, that type of persons actually. So when I joined the day, after that day, he told me how to draw. So many illustrative book actually provided me and helped me. And rotring drawing, it is the Indian ink rotring pen. By this you have to draw. Now most of the people nowadays, without this drawing, they are publishing good paper, even phytotaxa, taxon, because now photograph is good, and just you display the photo, different type of parts, then you can publish. Now illustration very rare. I am seeing the paper publishing those one, but you do the illustration, that will be another importance for you. This is the flower parts. Different size of the flower, same plant, different size flower available, and all these other parts like this. These will just help you for identification, proper identification, species level identification, variety level identification, subspecies level identification. Otherwise, correct identification not possible. This is, I am showing that particular plant because Chinese people, China, 𝑺𝑍𝑏𝑒𝑚 and their group, Carming Institute, they marched Galtheria stephaena of the Erisa. Erisa was the eminent taxonomist of the Kew Botanical Garden. And Erisa's new species, Galtheria stephaena, they marched under Galtheria hookeri. Okay. But I visited the field. Your field will speak. Your documentation will speak. When you really work under field and documentation good, world will come to you. You see my publication, Phytotaxa, 2012. And one scientist of the Cornell University, J.L. Reveal, he is no more. 3rd January 2015, he died. Great loss to me. Helped a lot for me, for my this type of work and nomenclature matter. Something I enriched from my guide, and mostly I learned from J.L. Reveal of the Cornell University. But that when I all this data of the field, Lacheng of the Sikkim, that time available, and Arunachal Pradesh, and Lohit district, Even Darjeeling also, and Nepal, that herbarium specimens I got. All these things I studied. I'm surprising that is totally different because habit is different. If Gualtheria hookari, that is bushy habit. Gualtheria staphyana, that is straight, erect habit. How is it same? Flower is different, but indumentum, stem here is more or less equal, and Eriso published new PC based on the herbarium specimens, not the field collection. That's why problem. So one particular sample, he based on the collection of the Kingdom Award, he made new pieces. That some confusion was there. So due to this confusion, Chinese fellow R.C. Feng, eminent scientist and eminent taxonomist, he merged. Okay, and flora of China already now merged. And you see how many variation is there. How many variations? These all the stamens not available, one flower, but different samples I shown here. Now we see. I am just providing this example, and last slide I will show you that Gualtheria staphyana, hookari, and this complex, there is totally 3 years separated pieces. Node marks will be under Geoquery. I will show you. But what I studied under the Arunachal Pradesh underexplored areas, same Tale Valley, 2002 December I visited. Again November, Rajiv Gandhi fellow, this is my Rajiv Gandhi fellow Priyankar Roy. He got Rajiv Gandhi fellow for SCST purpose. That time he was awarded that fellow for this Apatani tribe and Apatani ethnobotanical purpose. We visited that area, November 2014. And now Bharaswati Government College, my friend is there. He is now Bharaswati Government College earlier in Darjeeling Government College, 𝑑𝑹𝑰𝑵𝑚 Mohanty. And here is BSI scientist Manish Khandelwal, Gramini specialist, poesy. And he is actually his collector. So all together we visited that Tale Valley again. When you will visit that area, something will get, interestingly. But maybe God actually provided me that particular plant, that Vaccinium paucicrinetum, recently published. That June 2021 I published in Journal of Threatened Taxa, Indian journal, but it is the Scopus journal. Recollection, extended distribution, and amplified description of Vaccinium paucicrinetum from Arunachal Pradesh. Why? During my research time, I got from Lohit district that particular plant, but not in flowering. Even Kingdom Award collected the plant, that is totally blackening. Flower is there, but that flower is totally black because herbarium specimens like this only. But what is the color of flower? Nobody knows. If a new piece is published by Slumar, he mentioned, nobody knows. Because in the note, Kingdom Award wrote, when I collected by a collector, specimens was 3 or 4 days was there. When I mounted it, I don't know what type of color is there. What is the fruit? Till now, nobody knows. Flower I collected for the first time. You see the flower. This is the publication to the scientific community for the first time. This is the flower. Nobody knows. And this is the epiphytic plant. That's why it was not possible to collect. And flower is very 5 millimeter or 6 millimeter long. So you see how is it possible? If 200 feet, 300 feet above, how is it possible? But luckily on the road when we are traveling, this side, roadside one plant was uprooted, and that plant I got. Otherwise it was not possible to collect. So luckily I got, and that plant, interestingly, and I sent it to China Academic Institute, that photograph and herbarium specimens image. They wanted it. They are helping me also. Lulu and other scientists is there, because everything we need everybody's help. Otherwise we can't actually improve. And they are more advanced compared to us. Everything. So after these things, they are telling actually, yes, very interesting, but we have no any sample till now that type of Vaccinium paucicrinetum of Slumar. And it was after type collections. Okay. After that type collections, this is the second time I collected after 90 years. And just roadside we are going, and they are also plant available. And that is the newly extended distribution. Earlier, nobody reported from the Lower Subansiri, but near Lower Subansiri, we got this particular plant. Now we see another 3 particular plant. That is some BSI research fellow, They collected the plant from Jaldapada. Here written already Jaldapada National Park. Interesting plant, rare plant, endemic to Bhutan, now West Bengal available. And recently one fellow collected from Assam also. Not published because that paper sent to me from Journal of Threatened Taxa for review purpose. And really, he collected from Assam and Bhutan border. That is possible. And that will be new record for Assam. That is under review process. Very soon, I think within 2 months or 3 months, that will be published. But question is there to see this plant, you can get idea what is this species of the Agapetis. Because Agapetis leaves looks like alike. You see, no flower is there. So I'll call this is the incomplete specimens. Here only flower, no leaf is there. That is also incomplete. Here, yes, flower is there, some leaf is there, but leaf is not good conditions. So herbaceous specimens prepared but not suitable for current identification. For current identification purpose, these three are not suitable. So when you are preparing the specimens, always remember, must be flower or fruit. Anything will be there. Only vegetative conditions, don't mount it because it is useless to anybody. You cannot prove it is a particular specimen. So that type of documentation required. And when you prepare, one will be abaxial, another leaf will be adaxial, must be there. So at a glance, we can study easily. Okay, and flower also, when you prepare, one flower will be dissected here. If not possible, just you dissected one particular white paper, small white paper, and inside the packet, you put here on corner. So after somebody will come to visit your herbarium or institute, without dissecting the plant, he can see your dissected part, easily identify them. That is not our work, actually. Roxburgh, our father of Indian botany, William Roxburgh. Okay, that practice was done by him also, long time back. And Charles C.B. Clarke, so many specimens, ericaceae specimens I have seen in CNH also, and DD, Forest Research Institute, or Shillong Circle Herbarium, whatever available, C.B. Clarke, that practice was there. Because that type of taxonomy is not there, and they thought like this. Now I am coming Arunachal Pradesh, another district, that is Lohit district. Now Lohit district, when we visited, only Lohit was there. Now Lohit is split into two districts, Anjo, that is the China border area, and rest is the Lohit district. See, one interesting plant. Okay, that is Gaultheria codonantha. That area particular available, and Erisa told it is endemic. Now China also available, Myanmar, just Indian part of the Myanmar, Indian part of the China, that is available. That area it is endemic. Now field just to purchase one wood pencil. Nobody tell me you draw like this, but interest will come. I never, during my childhood actually, or my student life, never any idea of the drawing. I never painted. But when your interest will come, then you can draw like this. We need here scientific drawing. You see the plant, this particular plant, so many parts are there. Habit, okay, and this from Haiulia, Walong area, 1962, India, China, thought was there. That helmet top one particular area is there. And my friend Dipannita Vanik collected. Dipannita's plants I dissected. After that, next day I collected also plant. Okay, and this is, you see, how many, one particular single plant, how many type of fruit color is there, you see. Everything you have to document. Then what will be helpful? Because later on somebody will come, he or she can thought, yes, three color means that is same plant. If one color is there, another person will come, yes, this color different, maybe it is another interesting plant. So range of variation you have to study. Okay, and I am telling you this three color of the fruit, same tweak I got, same tweak. So when you are going to visit field, must see pros and cons. If you report only this black color, then these two color nobody will report. Later on somebody will tell, yes, this will be maybe a different variable. So your work will be interesting. Then later on nobody will report it, and that will be excellent work like J.D. Hooker, like Kingdon Ward, like C.B. Clarke. Okay, they are our actually real worker. That time they worked. Now also we believe what type of authenticity is there. J.D. Hooker told 30th May he collected one plant from Lacheng, above Lacheng he told. that is 𝑭𝑰𝑐𝑒𝑚 glaucoalbum, tribe locality. So 2003 I visited that particular area. Same area I got, whatever, and same area I got in flowering condition. Location, everything is, whatever thing is there, they are working like this. So as a beginner, those who are third sem student, fourth sem student, suppose you visited your local area, you collected a local plant. How to describe? You yourself just start to describe. If possible to draw, I'm just giving you interest only, inspire you to draw like this. That will be your document, and that will help immensely help you later part. You have no idea. Even local area also some interesting specimens coming. Maybe somebody overlooked this area, and variation going on daily. Maybe some variable populations you got. That's why you have to be very serious. This is for student purpose. You wrote habit, stout, erect shrub. I'm not seeing the time. Oh, time is already over. Habit and stem. Stem I write here, terete. It is the morphological terminology. Terete means rounded. In TS, if cut that stem and under transverse section, it will look like round. Then it is called terete. Stout, subglabous to ℏ𝑐𝑡ose means soft hair. A soft type of hair like this. And in this way, you have to describe. Okay. And something interesting description that is not reported by earlier worker, you just highlight it here. That is your field characters. All these things you have to do. Then later worker or expert easily identify. And they will include your project also. Some project they will invite you. In this way, you have to get interest. Another specimens, Hyuliang, roadside. Just metal road, I am going April 2003. I got new pieces, you'll be surprised. Roadside area. That is, after the Lohit district, I named it Gualtheria lohitiensis and published in a very eminent journal, Edinburgh Journal of Botany, Scopus Journal. Okay, 2006. That is different parts. That time we have not today's camera. We have FM10. That Canon FM10, Nikon FM10 one camera was there. That type of camera we took the photograph. And this is the my actual field drawing. While rest evening time based on this flower, I have drawn because this will help during writing part. That is the consolidation phase or systematic phase. Okay. Consolidation systematic phase will help you correct identification only. And your field data of the pioneer phase or exploratory phase is good, and that will help you for proper identification. Okay. These are all documentation work on particular genus Gualtheria in India. You see different type of flower. You see one flower, one pieces. But these two flower, that is one pieces. And here, these four is belonging to two pieces only. That is the confusion. That is I told Gualtheria hookerii and Stephian. Okay. But when you dissect the plant, stamen character, other character will be different. Say size, shape, so many things will come. And habit also difference is there. These are the key character for identification of the Gualtheria genus. One is stamen, because on is there. Anther lobe having on. And another is the fruit, another is the corolla. Corolla mainly position of the bract and bracteole. Something middle of the pedicel, something apex of the pedicel, something basal part of the pedicel. Some particular genus, that type of character is there. That is the Arunachal Pradesh. One west coming district. I am coming just now this side. And one particular area, one particular piece is how rich. I call them center of this particular pieces. So diversity and so rich of this particular pieces, and other area not available so much. So based on my things, I just write a center of particular piece of the ericus. So this seminar webinar not possible. There is time bound webinar. Later on, if chance coming, that type of webinar again I will conduct. Okay, and this is one particular plant, that is that west coming district, Jamiri village. Just after crossing the Nechefu 0 point, after crossing the boundary your Bandardeba gate, then come our Bhalukpong area, upper Bhalukpong, and then comes Sesa, then Nechefu. Okay, that is called 0 point. One side going to east coming, another side going to West Khmer. West Khmer wrote one particular village, that is Jamiri, and their tribe is called Aka. And this particular Gulf area, you see that abaxial surface having silvery white. To see this, you can easily identify. And fruit, and they told that fruit is having some just metrozil 400 like action, because some of our stuff, they have loose motions, that 5-minute interval loose motion. We have no metrozil 400. And due to this Aka, man immediately after 1 hour totally checked that particular plant, they call 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑗. That is the documentation, another documentation of the ethnomedicinal documentation. When you are going to visit, this also you have to document. That is my field drawing, to identify more correct identification purpose. And market also, Bombdilla market, that 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑗 plant, that part actually, fruits that is available. Because that is, they are selling it. Another plant. Long distance, you are seeing, it is visible or not, I don't know. Very small one dot, what type of dot is available? Who is he? He is now present director of Botany from India, Dr. A.M.O. 2010 we visited. That time my guide, Dr. Sanjappa, director of BSI, former, we accompany. At that time he was the in charge of the Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, Botany BSI. He is Dr. A.M.O., present director. He is searching my this plant Gaultheria kinds. I already got this plant, but very few individuals. That's why I put the banner for conservation purpose. Now DFO already preserved this particular plant. Regularly I am contacting with them. This is the my field drawing. I have to go speed because this is another not ericaceae plant. It is ericaceae. This is the rhododendron plant. This is spiral. All are ericaceae. But this particular plant, one leaf was there, that is already fallen, and one leaf will be already backside. Then it will be good. But here you see both side is there. One side and another side. Abaxial, adaxial. Here also. But here one side it is there. But must be it is both side. One will be adaxial, another is abaxial. Then people can understand. Now coming to Sikkim, that is Jongri Gochala trek. Very interesting plant. That Nummular iodes. It is common, but that ethnomedicinal value, ethnobotanical value, that is unknown. Because that particular plant uses biofertilizer in the potato field. The particular, the couple, they informed us, even that fellow also. So all these documentation required for proper identification purpose. And on the going to Jongri, before Jongri, Soka village, 2002, May, that you see, that is a small population. Only one population I got, because H. Hara, during Eastern Himalayan flora, he also visited that area, but he visited July. That time plant not flowering or neither flowering nor fruiting. That's why maybe H. Hara overlooked. So when I visited that time, mid flowering was there, because I studied the herbarium 1 year, range of herbarium. That's why I know when flowering will be there. And this is the plant you see. This particular sample you see, left side my drawing. And this is the new record for Sikkim Himalaya. Earlier only Dalai Valley of the Arunachal Pradesh, now included under this thing, Gaultheria sinensis. And it is discovered by the King Nodwan. Now J.D. Hooker reported one particular species, Gaultheria pyrolefolia. But pyrolefolia very similar, 2 or 3 individuals only available there, going to extinct. When you visit, your visit will say, yes, 200 years what happened, now what happened. So that is also sometimes visit, a scientist and botanist must visit some area. And what I told you, my few slides back, I told Gaultheria staphyana history. I established Gaultheria staphyana a species to be recognized. Alone I published based on mostly that field-based documentation. Because field documentation is good, nobody bother you. And all scientific community, they actually supported me and published in that Phytotaxa, the Scopus journal from New Zealand, 2012, and R.L. Reveal and Govard, Kew Botanical Garden, they helped a lot. You see these 3 pieces. You see Staphyana, Hookari, and Fragrantissima. Students, you see your eye, your angle, any difference? Yes. This will be out because this particular plant, this third one, Third one, right side, stem you see, no hair present. And these two plant hair is there. So hair is not there, that is totally glabrous, that is Gaultheria fragrantissima. And stem is trigonous, mean winged. And in that two cases, stem is rounded. So Gaultheria fragrantissima easily separated. Now coming Hookery and Stephaena. And under this Hookery, Stephaena had been masked by the Chinese scientists. But this, I will show you live image, how habit is differentiated. And here my figure is see, you see that few days back from Saramunti mountain, Santanu sent me that a photograph of the Hookery. Santanu could not identify. And there also Hookery that inflorescence very short. And you see inflorescence length very long. That is very interesting. Length of the inflorescence Stephaena twice compared to the Hookery. And Hookery is bushy habit. Hookery hairs much more compared to Stephaena. Now we see the photograph. This is the fragrantissima, no hair, that is no problem. But question is Stephaena and Hookery. It is Arunachal Pradesh, I will report it. And you see, this is the Hookery. Inflorescence is very short. Hair inflorescence twice compared to the Hookery. And Hookery habit is bushy. Another slide you see. Now we see this three is there. This is the Stephaena. And this is Hookery. And this is fragrantissima. Beside this thing, international journal, so we included stomata, pollen, other two things also we and lip venation pattern. So we compare these three pieces is different and Hookery never masked under. So now Stephaena is a separate pieces based on my work. So China also now they are treating as a based on field documentation only. Now shortly I will come for one case of the misidentification by BSI fellow. He collected one particular plant on the way to Singolila National Park after 𝑭𝑰𝑬𝑵𝑗𝑚. He collected this particular plant, you are seeing, and international journal he published 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia indica. He showed me, but I told it is not related to 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia. And really 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia genus not available in India. And 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia and Gaultheria, they are close related. Now, based on our RBCL data, METK, they are merged under the Gaultheria. But not listening to me, he published as a new generic record and new pieces Gaultheria indica. That is 2006. And he published, I think, 2009. So when I visit, already posted there, Darjeeling Government College. So 2011, I visited that area. I got this particular plant because his specimens, flower is not there. Flower is not one or two flower is there, and type specimens you can't dissect. So to take a decision, very problematic. But he told flower is like this. But when I particular type locality where from he collected, I see flower is totally Gaultheria, not 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia. But why he published like this, I don't know. He didn't study variation. Nothing is there. You see this case. Total, I showed the documentation. That type of documentation not showed by him. I clearly, totally clear is there, and 𝑗𝑒𝑙 helped me. Due to reveal, we published it American journal. Okay, and it is totally Gaultheria because on is the factor. On is present, Gaultheria, not 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia. Here on is present. And if immature condition flower is there, sometimes on formation is not there. And he collected early. That's why on formation may not be there. And due to this, he immediately published new generic record and EPC. You see, after that I marched it 2012. You see, reduction of 𝑑�ㄉ𝑰𝑐𝑜sia indica to Gaultheria achaensis. Okay, myself and 𝑗𝑒𝑙 and my guide Sanjapa sir, 3 published in Phytoneuron journal. This is 𝑗𝑒𝑙 helped me a lot actually, but that fellow already we lost him. 3rd January 2015, he passed away. Now, West Bengal biodiversity.
Shubhashista, excuse me.
Yeah.
This is Shonali here.
Yeah.
Shubhashista, just if you could, yes. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I know. No.
Yes, sir.
We
have to also allot time for question answer session.
Yeah. I know. Right.
Okay, okay.
Something for student, I am showing this botanical tour in Darjeeling. You see, you'll get interest. And here, interesting thing, after collection, evening time, you have to do like this. That is the herbarium processing. Okay. Old newspaper you can use. It is very cheap. Here you have to put, and don't put the plant inside the paper, because first day na, sap will come out maximum. So maybe it is pasted. So one particular paper will be there, just like you put the plant. This is the field notebook. Here you have to write. It is the for fourth semester student purpose, and that is ecological study quadrant. The Newtown area in Kolkata. We studied in 2018. This is 2 specimens of the rhododendron. You see, just you see what type of difference is there. Like this. Otherwise, when herbarium material will be there, all plant look like alike. If you do like this, it is more than 1 year. Now color is like this, because I applied on particular chemical. That's why color is like this. And you see leaf difference, leaf color, everything, number of stamen, so many differences there. What is barbatum? Because barb is there. Petiole, barb. Here petiole, no barb is there. That is some another thing, not here. But you see, clear cut here is there. There is Indian Botanic Garden. Your at first syllabus you have to visit, but now it is not possible. Now different Armastia nobilis plant. Here large farmhouse inside. Here banyan tree, great banyan tree you see, and branch palm actually, branch palm, Hypaeini thibaica. So many things at the botanical garden. You can get some interest. And here some Nymphea species, okay, lake, and scientists explaining. Now CNH, you visit, scientists will explain. One particular room is constructed, and there they can display you, they explain you. That is for first semester purpose, collection of the algae and macrofungi. Okay, as per your syllabus is there. So 2019 you visited that area nearby Barakpur. So how to collect fungi, and after the collection, how macrofungi will be dried. Just simple using one bulb, you can do it in this way. Okay, so this is the ethnobotany I told. Actually, when you go to the field, everything you have to document. This is the Aconogona molli, recent name Coenigia mollis. But COVID patient is for immunity booster purpose they are using. That paper already accepted in IJTK, Indian Journal of Traditional Knowledge. Recently they will publish. That thing I am telling you. Some dose is there. Children 25 gram. Okay, and adult 50 gram. That particular dose, and that person Jai Kumar Thami is chewing. So that when you are reporting on ethnobotanical data, must be who is telling, his photograph required, and his oral permission or his video is telling, that is also required. If any medicine or anything prepared, that particular community will get. That is the access and benefit sharing, ABS. That is another things, that particular, it is last slide. So they provided me that potato of the Darjeeling potato, and here one particular plant is there, and another chimping plant, umbelliferi plant, Heracleum wallichi. That fruit and that particular Lidsia species, Sil Timur, they mixed, very digestive. And that type of things when they are doing, they are reporting in COVID patients also during this time, they are also. Okay. Thank you for your patience. This is the last slide. If we have any questions regarding this, you can ask. I will expect from students also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Panda, for your captivating and thought-provoking presentation. It was indeed an enriching lecture focusing on field study and documentation and the proper procedure. The topic was explained meticulously and lucidly, which has enlightened all our participants. The profound knowledge you have shared will help the students immensely in the development of their interest. The students, I think, today got an almost first-hand experience about the nuances of botanical excursion, which unfortunately they have not experienced till now. And I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Dr. Panda for taking out time from his busy schedule and accepting our invitation. It was a pleasure to have you as our speaker, sir. and looking forward to hear you again. And before we move on to the question answer session, there is an important announcement for the participants. The feedback link will be displayed in the chat box and it will remain active till today night. So I request all the participants to kindly fill it up and submit the same to get your e-certificate. Now let us proceed with the question answer session. I think there are some questions in the chat box. Yes. One of our students is asking, sir, can we propagate the endangered plants artificially?
Yes. Artificially means that it is better if propagated in natural conditions. That will be two way. Whatever in Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Professor Jadhav actually, that will benefited us, because artificially one particular climatic condition you do, that is natural things, natural area, why it is decreased? Maybe mostly actually man-made causes, anthropogenic causes. That's why if natural area we can propagate more, that will be great achievement for us. And artificially it is possible, tissue culture or other way, sure it is possible.
Yeah. There are other questions also, like one student is asking about the names of chemicals which are used to retain the floral colors during a live plant sample documentation.
Yeah, that is not particular one chemical, and it is not possible. It is actually trial error. You have to try. Some plants may be retained, some plants not possible. Okay, we are trying. Maybe some plants actually it is retained, and that is not one chemical. That is some system is there. If possible, I will send here. You can send to them. Okay, one particular proportion is there, and 4 or 5 chemicals, and one mixer is there, and that PDF I have. So after the seminar, I will send.
Okay, sir.
You just provide to them. That will be better.
Okay, sir. And one of our faculty members has one question that we are actually always taking our students to North Bengal mostly for excursions before the pandemic, of course. So what are the other options where we can explore easily, which will be easier for the students also?
Yeah. Other means then Western Himalayan part you can easy, because Northeast actually it is not easy. So many things are there. Northeast our botanical purpose very enriched, sure. But Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, and that area for the student purpose, whatever going actually here, here monetary matter you consider. I think Darjeeling and Sikkim is best and cheapest way for our cases. Actually, UG student at least.
Yes.
For PG student, we can visit also Meghalaya, Khasil area, Shillong, that area, and some parts of the Nagaland possible. Okay, and Arunachal Pradesh also of course possible. And for UG student, I think Darjeeling and Sikkim and Kalimpong also, that is good for us. And some part of the
specific regions of Darjeeling or Sikkim, would you like to mention?
Yeah. Sikkim actually now collections they prohibited actually, and very actually Sikkim people also very sincere for the conservation. And in Botanical Survey India, persons and scientists they permitted, then only possible. That's why people now more concentrate on the Darjeeling. So Darjeeling, instead of retaining hotel, if you choose prefer actually homestay, that will be better. If our purpose is study for plants, and then one day we fix for Mel, Churasta, that area will visit, okay. But some interesting area is there, and near Alubadi TN Road, Jorbangalo Fatol area, that is very communicationally very good area. I can refer you that type of area you go, and that particular person is there. Sir. They will accompany you, and they will collect you the plant, and so many interesting in falls, so many natural streams also there. We have no idea. And 3 or 4 kilometer trek, that is they have some experience of the trekking, and they can get idea about this thing.
Yes, because high altitudes, I think, is not possible with students
right.
only.
Right.
Okay, sir. Other questions are there also. One of the participants is asking, may we have a brief insight regarding first time reporting of any species in any area? I think he's asking about the procedure, how to report a plant species for the first time.
Yeah, that is not easy, because unless you studied the particular plant, when we studied first year, second year, it was not possible. Already things come when your particular group area actually you are expertise. That is all 𝑽𝑠. Indian 𝑽𝑠 first study. Then you can get idea one by one. Yes. So Ericaceae, except rhododendron and agapetis, now I am studying also. Other genera in India, I already expert because I did my PhD based on this thing. So I have an idea about this thing. If any variation come, easily I can identify. So people are sending to me. So recently, not recently, 2017 from Thailand, somebody Santi Wadhana sent me one pieces, that is agapetis, some pieces. But what type of piece of the agapetis? Because 2 or 3 journal, Copas journal published agapetis. That's why he sent me. So I told it is not agapetis, actually it is a vaccinium. That's it. You are surprised because vaccinium and agapetis closely related. That's why confusion come. So jointly we published again that particular paper because that piece is available endemic to earlier was Manipur, Siroi Hill. And Manipur, Siroi Hill and Myanmar near border area. And he worked on the Myanmar only that time. That's why he got that particular piece. Okay. So it is better if you think it is interesting, you send the expert of particular that group. Preferably Botanical Survey India, they are doing actually this type of work. I think that will help you.
Yeah, they need to get the guidelines because it is a complex process altogether.
Right,
Sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. And there are lots of questions, but I will only take one last question. That is, sir, the what is the scale which you are measuring for measurement in the field? Which scale is apt for measurement in the field? Which scale should we use? You have shown in one of the slides, I think, sir.
Right. Yeah. Very simple it is. Any scale you can use. But that scale, what you are taking the photograph, you have to maintain all over. Don't forget what scale you use, that same scale you have to use everywhere. And when you are extending or decreasing, that thing also you have to keep in mind. Okay. That you have to put. It is not any particular special type of scale. Simple scale you can purchase. And that scale you take and take the photograph for particular. And when you are taking the measurement, you always remember what scale you are doing. And when you are taking the extension or anything, you have to, and accordingly you have to increase. Okay.
Yes, uniformity we will have to maintain, and we'll have to keep the same scale.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Panda, for answering all the queries so patiently, because people are asking lots of questions about, they are very inquisitive about this topic. And since the students have not had a opportunity for field excursions, so they got very interested seeing your photographs and everything, I think. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
sir.
Participated here, students and faculty members of other college and any research institute also. I extending my cordial thanks to you for your patience to listen it. And mostly students, actually, you are locked in that pandemic situations. They're really very sad to us. For them also, you just try and don't always to keep in your positivity. You can do. I think in future you can do better. Thank you all.
Yes, sir. It's really unfortunate they have not had an opportunity for any botanical excursion at all. Okay, thank you, sir, so much.
Okay.
Now, I would like to request our ever enthusiastic and inspiring IQAC coordinator, as well as our DBT Star coordinator of our college, Dr. Shuchandra Chatterjee, to please deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Shuchandra ma'am.
Thank you, Vaishali. Am I audible?
Yes, Shuchandra, yes.
So a warm and blissful evening to you all. Honorable Speaker, respected Principal, worthy members of Surendranath College DBT Star family, all the dignitaries from outside, valued viewers from different disciplines, and my beloved students who have virtually gathered here today for this invited talk on a very interesting and useful topic, organized by Department of Botany, Surendranath College under DBT Star College scheme. It's my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks for today's most useful and interesting revelation, patient hearing, and all the hard work behind the scene that made this program a reality. On behalf of 4 DBT Star departments of Surendranath College, I extend a really hearty vote of thanks to our speaker today, Dr. Subhashish Panda, for his most informative deliberation on proper field study documentation as a tool for angiospermic plant identification. Dr. Panda has explored the topic very nicely today, and we are immensely grateful to him for coming here, sparing his most valuable time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am extremely grateful to DBT, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, for the funding, our college authority for their constant support, and our principal for truly being an inspiration to all of us. I compliment all the devoted and proactive members of Department of Botany for their tireless effort in organizing and conducting this webinar so smoothly. Sincere thanks are due to all the members of technical team too for their cooperation. I thank all my students for showing great interest in this program. Their spontaneous presence has no doubt made this webinar so colorful. Last but not the least, valued viewers, we owe you a lot. Without your active participation, this event could not have been successful. I do sincerely believe the information and knowledge acquired from this webinar will be useful enough for the students and faculty alike in the long run. Thanking everyone once again, let me end here. Surely we will all meet again with similar programs in this platform very soon. Till then, all stay blessed, stay awesome. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.